Give me something good. Box office. All right. Who went to the movies this weekend? Huh? Who went to the movies this weekend? Anybody? I was too big. Well, we thought about going to the movies. I wanted to see The Creator again. I mean, I enjoyed it. I have my gripes about it. And it's interesting to see what people have to say about The Creator. But of course, we have The Exorcist Believer. Fuck this movie. That's all I got to say. Fuck this movie. This, again, Hollywood will Hollywood. And this is an example of what I'm talking about here when it comes to The Exorcist Believer. When I saw that first trailer, I was like, I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer, okay? I'm not a believer. Obviously, the first Exorcist, iconic, right? Iconic movie. Scared the shit out of people when it came out. Still scares the shit out of people. Now, craft, it was made. It was great, right? It made $26.5 million domestic. Overall, it made 44.2. So not as much as they probably wanted it to make. Now, the budget was small, naturally, which is good. The budget was small. But from what I gathered is Universal Pictures paid a hefty price. I think it was something I read, something about them paying about $400 million for the IP because they want to do like a whole new trilogy. But Hollywood will Hollywood, guys, because it was kind of interesting to see reactions for The Exorcist Believer. Such a stupid title for a sequel. I mean, they've been trying to do things with The Exorcist so much. They try to do sequels, they try to do prequels. Remember they had the Paul Schrader. Paul Schrader was trying to do a prequel, and then that got repurposed, and he left. He walked out, and then somebody else took over and tried to save the prequel movie, and it wasn't that good. They had an Exorcist TV show that apparently everybody is a huge fan of. And they were going like, well, why didn't they capitalize on this? This was actually good. But when it came to this Exorcist, obviously they had, what's her name? Ellen Burstyn. And it's kind of funny right here because I'm seeing a quote. This is what was out there. That director David Gordon Green reveals that Ellen Burstyn was skeptical of the sequel, and it took some time to get her on board. Yeah, you think? She didn't want to come back. Especially with whatever the hell you were giving her. Because according to people who've seen it, and I haven't seen it, and I kind of wish I did see it just to see what it was, what everybody was talking about it. But apparently she's only in it for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's not like she's in it throughout the movie. Obviously she plays a mom, of course. And I did see a clip. There was a clip roaming around, and I couldn't believe it. Because I first saw the tweet, and I was like, there's no way that that's an actual quote that she says in this movie. There's no way that she actually said this. But then somebody actually had a clip of her saying this. Apparently, in the movie, when she's talking to the main dude, of course, the dad of one of the daughters who's being possessed, and they're talking, her character basically was telling him that when the whole, the final act of The Exorcist, where they actually exorcise the demon, that they didn't even allow me into the room. And I think it's because I'm not part of the patriarchy. So they actually had that line for her to say in the movie, that she was upset that she wasn't in the room during the exorcism of her daughter because she wasn't part of the patriarchy. Those priests died. They died saving her daughter. God for fucking bed. The freaking final act, when that is all happening, it's a good thing she wasn't in the room. They died. Saving her daughter. Oh. Again, Hollywood to Hollywood. And they try to capitalize on this iconic film. They brought her back. Somehow they got her back. And they shit. They shit on the original. Ugh. Good freaking God, man.